Link deck. So I just got top 4 at the Remote Duel Invitational. Unfortunately, I did lose to my friend Asala in the top 4 in the Dragon Link mirror. I couldn't draw my hand traps game 3, but you know, it happens. I also got second place at the Invitational Qualifier with this deck, and it's been great for me. Let's just get into it. So, for the Rockets, I play 3 Tracer, 2 Synchron, and the 1 Recharger. So, I really like this like 6 Rocket lineup. So, obviously the 1 Recharger is standard, so is the double Synchron, but the 3 Tracer, I've seen some people play 2. I really like 3 because I sometimes, like, you just want to see it in your hand, just to summon off Butte to be able to extend, in case they have interruptions or something, like in Nibiru. If you draw this, you're able to play through Nibiru a lot better. It's also good normal summon going second, because it means that your Soul Charge Sector effect is a bit better. So yeah, so the 6 Rockets. 2 Seyferts, this is pretty standard. 3's too bricky, and 1's not enough. 1 black, 1 white, obviously. So, yeah. So, 2 Chamber. So, basically, the reason I play the Chamber build instead of the PK build, which has gotten, like, recently popular, is because I think that the ability to have a trap that bounces is really good. Because although you can play around Dark Ruler with the Fogblade on Seals, I just really like just the recursion that, not only the recursion that the Dragon Maid brings, I like just tidying as a card in general. I think that it just provides a lot to the deck, and it's able to just stop your opponent a lot better than Fogblade, and it's easier to out a Sphere than it is a Tidying, in my opinion. Sphere is a better card because of the summon effect, but the bounce of the trap is just better, in my opinion. 1 red MD and 1 black metal. So I don't play 1 black metal because it's like you don't want too many null summons in the deck, and there's like a lot of null summons in this. This is a good summon off of Sears. The red MD is just like the search and just an extender. Omni and Levy. Obviously, correct insane. 1 Nocto. So, Nocto, I can resolve Nocto, but in theory, I think it's really good. It can protect Tidying. It's a good extender. You can summon if you need to draw. And it's a good to mill up the Chaos Ruler. And the 1 Router, obviously, you need it for Ravine. 3 Phantasme. Okay, so I have 6 hand trap spots in my deck. Before so at the qualifier I played 3 Ash and 3 Phantasme, but I said screw it, and I had an ulti nib, so I'm like screw it, I'll play the ulti. Definitely would switch this to an Ash. Like, Ash is really good, and I was worried that I would just draw this against like a Shadala, because like game 1, you're like the Nibiru game 1. It's like really, this card's really good against dragons, but like there's very rarely situations where like you'd rather have Ash because of how versatile it is basically what I'm trying to get at. So I definitely would switch this back to the Ash. It was not very good. So ignore this 3 Ash. Sorry, it's just put this into the side deck for the 3rd Ash. I don't. Yeah. So 3 Phantasme. For the spells, 3 Chaos Base, 3 Guard Dragon, 3 Quick Launch, 3 Tactics, and then the Boot and the Ravine. So basically, these cards are all insane. If you draw this, any of these, you're usually winning. These cards are insane. Like, if you resolve talents, like, you just auto-win. It's crazy. This card's like god tier. It's really good as well because you're able to go second with this card really well against like boards. Because I'm able to break. If I draw like this and I like resolve Phantasm or something, I can easily just break the dragon board. Even game 1, I can break it with talents. I just have to use it wisely. I can, like try to get them like bait out the Savage or something, and then use it. Yeah, and then what's cool about Chaos Base is that if it resolves, you have full combo already. Like Chaos Base alone is full combo. It's quick launch, not really, but what's cool about quick launch is that like being able to just get the tracer access means that you probably you probably are able to do like a cool setup and end on more recursion, like have like a better backup play if you're able to get a quick launch. That's what mainly this is, and it's also just like a free extender. And Guard Dragon's really good because like if you, let's just say you draw Tracer, if Tracer plus Guard Dragon's the combo, like that's all you need. Like it's insane, which I find like awesome. Yeah, so like any dragon plus Guard Dragon is combo, like full combo, which is really sick. Yes, the 12 spells and then the 2 field spells. So this card's really good. People just usually think of it as the break and then some command, but this card for turn 2 just is absolutely insane. Just being able to just like have it on field, and let's just say they break your board, and like you're able to just set up like just get the recursion just to bring back your rockets and be able to just break their board like really easy. And if you have the arena as well, just being able to resolve levy is also insane. Then the 2 traps. Like I said, I find this trap is absolutely god tier. Just the recursion on turn 2, the bounce just to completely just stop your opponent is just really good. Okay. One thing about this card though that I'm going to make very clear: you have to be careful with it, because if you don't use it at the right time, then it can be not very good. You have to know when to use it and just think about, okay, what is going to hurt them the most, and then use it. Because you also have to understand, sometimes you want them. It's okay to let them play a little bit. You have to do like a risk benefit analysis sort of, where it's like, okay, they can get a couple negates, but I can break that. But if you do it too early, just to try to stop them completely, and then it doesn't stop them completely, and they have their full combo, then it's not very good. Just use it when you think it's like, you have to use it very carefully. Like what's really good is I think the best usage of this against Dragon Link is usually when they've already have like the spheres, Striker, and Albi, and I bounce the spheres. Like that I feel. Of course, this is very like that's just the situation that came up for me. Sometimes you do it on the normal summon. It just depends on what you think is the best play for that specific scenario. You just have to think about it and don't use it mindlessly. 3 Striker, because it's Striker, you need it. Especially for grind games. 2 Seal. So the second Seal is kind of like to play through Nibiru and just like to have another light for turn 2. But yeah, Seal is really good. I'll be Pisty. Rom. Quadboro. Hulk. Appaloosa. Boral. Other Boral. Chaos Ruler. And Alright. So this is the very standard extra deck currently. Let me just go through it. So I'll start with the interesting one. So Quad Portal is really good. So basically, what Quad Portal what allows you to do is in certain situations, it allows you just to set up a negate when you otherwise wouldn't be able to, and make like really cool plays. Unfortunately, it didn't come up for me because this is probably the most situational card in the extra deck, but there's definitely some situations where you need to have this if you want to be able to set up some stuff. Hulk. This is also a very good card. It's for some people it doesn't come up, but it's necessary if you want to do combos sometimes. Like my round 3, I needed to have the Hulk if I wanted to combo, and because I was able, I had. I needed to extend. I needed the arrows and I needed the extender because I had the dragon plus the rocket synchron and a striker. So the Hulk brought out the second rocket synchron, and I was able to combo through there. Romulus is really good to get Ravine, especially with the arrows in because it's the dragon to make it like a seal. Ravine in this deck is really good because there's just so many good graveyard effects with dragons. Like you're able to pick like Absoroder, Omni sometimes, Levy's really good because you can pitch Levy if you have like Safer, or pitch Safer when you have Levy. And then obviously the Guard Dragon cards, like the heart and soul of this deck. And then yeah, so Bulbasaur's obvious, but Appaloosa, some people don't play this card. I really like it because some people don't play it. So they might not be expecting it in case they have like a hand trap, like a Nibiru or something, and that you're able to just make Appaloosa and just prevent that and be able to OTK. It also is really good because if you have just like a bunch of monsters and they have like a negate or something, like you can just summon Appaloosa and just be able to guarantee that your plays go through. And the arrows are really nice as well. Yeah, and then so Boral's obvious. This card's like also like one of the heart and soul cards of the deck. It's like very synonymous with Tracer. So these cards are really good. I didn't make this that often, but it comes up where you're able to make like both, or like there isn't really there's not many situations where I'd rather have Red than a Savage, but there's some that I would rather have it, and it's really good, especially with the recursion of the Chaos Ruler and the instant +1 that it gives you, which is nice. Yeah, that's it for the extra. For the side, 3 Lancia. Okay, Lancia is really good against most of the meta decks right now. I unfortunately wasn't able to draw it, but I haven't drawn it a lot over the last 2 tournaments. But basically, it doesn't stop Dragon Link, and it doesn't really. It sometimes doesn't stop the Invoke deck, but like being just. No matter what it does, it prevents at least some. It prevents something, no matter what, which is like good, which is like really good with this deck because you can put up with the small board with the other 5 cards. Like you're able to break boards really easy with this deck. Yeah. So the Ash and the 2 Nibs. So this should be the 3rd Nib, which is what I was running at the Invitational qualifier. So Nib is really really good against dragons. Like really really good. Only in dragons, though, in my opinion, because it's. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. It's really good in dragons comparatively to like Shadal's, for the main reason that you're just able to OTK them so easily if you resolve this and you have like some good a good hand, which is nice. Yeah, Pank. Pank is alright. I'm not. It's mainly for the control decks. It won me a game against Shadal Invoked, which was nice. 3 Dark Ruler. Okay. This card is absolutely insane. Just completely obliterates your opponent. Just go, and then they're dead. Well, they're not dead because you can't kill them, but you just are able to full combo on going second. 3 Twin for back row, and then they'll start reboot for back row. Yeah, so I wanted to respect back row a little bit. So a lot of the people are playing Cosmics, and I was actually playing Cosmics for the Invitational qualifier, but I switched to Twin because I was thinking like, all right, usually they end on like a Schism and a Punishment, so being able to get rid of both is really good. And also, I was expecting a little more like. There was a stun that was being played, and there was some Zodiac that was being played. So I wanted to make sure to have this just to potentially... Zodiac, I would just make sure to have multiple like background removal in a specific card. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've been busy with school, which is why I haven't been posting recently, but I'm gonna try to continue the like posting decks with like extravaganzas and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Creepy Overlord signing out. Peace.